Hey guys, welcome back to my Pokemon Ultra Moon Hardcore Nuzlocke. This is the installment 108, and in the last one, I dealt with the final remaining stack attacker, I defeated a couple of trainers, and I got the final encounter, or not the final encounter, but an encounter from the Poni Wilds area, which is a post-game or post-Elite Four and Champion area that's unlocked. And yeah, I'm just going to continue on today. The Pokemon that I did get was Zoroark, which I then proceeded to name as Pavlovich, who is now in the Pokepelago, training for some EVs, and also will be training for the foreseeable future for some levels as well. So for all the couple of Zoroark fans, I'm sorry it will not be featuring in this video, but it will be in a future one, rest assured. Today I'm going to be moving forward into the next post-game area. I don't remember much of the post-game in this game, to be honest, so this is all kind of new to me, even though I have played this game before years ago. So yeah, I'll just move on today and see what comes of it. Let me show you the team that I'm rocking with today, however. And first one is a returning Min J the Crocodile at level 57 with Foul Play, Earthquake, Crunch, and Rock Slide as the Intimidate ability, and I've given it the King's Rock item because I haven't really used King's Rock in this game very much, and I'd like to get a few flinches, especially with that Rock Slide move, because that already has some flinch chance, and you know, I can flinch. I think I can stack the flinch chance with King's Rock with the Rock Slide, but we'll see how it goes. Second straight returning member of the team is Stanisic the Slowbro at level 58 with Blizzard, Scald, Slack Off, and Rain Dance, the last of which is a mistake. I need to change that to Psychic, so I will do that now. But it's got the Oblivious ability and the Leftovers for added recovery. A hat trick of returning team members as Sane the Foratress is also back in the team at level 58, almost at 59 actually, with Magnet Rise, Gyro Ball, Toxic, and Spikes, has the Sturdy ability, and of course the Leftovers item for recovery. I need to give this Protect, honestly. And again, another returning member is Frings the Ribombee at level 59, with Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Quiver Dance, and Pollen Puff, has the Shield Dust ability, and I've given it the Wise Glasses, which allows me to hit a little bit harder with the special moves that Ribombee does have. Coming back into the team, second straight video in a row I believe, is Elba the Starmie at level 58, with Scald, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam, with the Natural Cure ability and the Expert Belt item attached, so all of its super effective moves will do a little bit extra damage, and since it has such good coverage, I think this is a great item for Starmie. And finally, a returning Altintop the Chandelure at level 58 with Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and Curse, has the Flame Body ability and the Citrus Berry for some recovery if it does get hit. I don't think this is the best item for Altintop, but it is what it is. You know, I'm just going to move on. A little bit of vibes-based Nuzlocking today, hoping that doesn't actually hurt me too much. I also only have a couple of Pokemon that can be defensively any good. So I need to teach Psychic real quick to Stanisic. Alright, so Rain Dance, because why have Rain Dance, to be honest? There's that, and then I want to give Protect to my Foratress instead of Magnet Rise, because, yeah, why? Again. Okay, cool. So the next area actually is right up there. I'm just going to head into it so you can see it. I'll be back in a moment. Sorry about the... I am back, everyone. Sorry, the block was hot. Something crazy was going on. So now that everybody's gone and the coast is clear, I've also run the Roto Lottery, which has yielded some prize money. Which is funny because I'm about to use that power-up. This is the Poni Grove, I believe. Let me actually check if I'm correct on that. Oh, that was the Poni Grove. This is the Poni Plains. Okay, I made a mistake. I didn't do the Poni Wilds last time. It was the Poni Grove, and that's my bad. keep forgetting the names of these areas. So, there's actually a lot of trainers here. And in addition to that, I believe this is the largest singular area in the entire game in terms of the landmass. So I'm just gonna go there, and then yeah, there's a lot of trainers here. Veux-tu entrer sur ces power ring like yours truly? Then become the number 2 trainer in the Poni Plains, baby. Sorry about the French accent. Just thought about it. There is an encounter, by the way, here as well, which I will get. But there are a ton of trainers I need to take on. However, this area is so large that oh, looks like it's the encounter. I didn't even tell you guys what the encounter table looks like. But this is one of the possible ones, but it's a dupe. It's Trumbeak. I'll be running away from this, of course, because we already have Noya. So yeah, sorry about that. I'll do the encounters later, as I said. Just want to make sure I don't run into anything by then. Oh, there's a tree encounter as well. You see the shaking tree? There's an encounter there. So I have to avoid a lot of areas, it seems. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, this is an encounter as well, but it's Petalil. I already have Alonzo, so I don't need this thing anymore. Damn, looks like I should just do the encounter first. I'll just do the encounter then. Yeah, I think that's a better option. Because these Pokemon are just annoying. They're just coming along, so... I guess there's then I'll just do the encounter. Let's course correct here. As you can see, there's many types of encounters possible in this area. We just got the Rustling Bushes encounter, which was the Petalil. And you can see behind me there is a shadow that's floating around as well. That's a flying type possible encounter. That could be either a 30% Mandibuzz or a 70% Fearow. This Rustling Bush encounter that I just had, this has a 50% chance for Petalil and a 30% chance for Pyroar and a 20% chance for Chansey or something like that. Oh, sorry, 30% chance for Scyther, my bad. There are also, you can see there's a roaming thing over there. That's a 30% chance for a Pyroar. And in my case, however, that is a guaranteed Pyroar because the other Pokemon that you can get from that roaming one, they are all dupes. So it doesn't matter. And then, of course, the tree encounter that you saw earlier, that has a 30% chance for Primeape, 20% chance for Apom, and a 50% chance for something else. So, again, those Pokemon are not ones I want. I'm actually just going to go for the bulk standard grass encounter, none of these roaming ones, or these rustling ones, because those are the Pokemon that I think would be the best suited for the squad. So there are a lot of dupes in these, in this bulk standard grass encounter, including the Trumbeak that we saw originally. There's Inkay in there as well. There is Gumshoos, I believe, and there's a lot of them. There's Petalil as well. So there's only 2 possible encounters that I can get, and they're both 10% encounters, so it could be some time before I actually get them. But they would be both really good for the team, and they are Tauros and Miltank, the cows, and the cow and bull, I suppose. But I would love to have Tauros because it's more offensively oriented than Miltank, who's more defensively oriented. Plus, I hate Miltank's design. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start doing this. Let's see if I get anything. No, it's just Gumshoos. That's fine. Also, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to Elba, because I don't want the Intimidate pop to happen every single time. I think that's a big time waster. So, just gonna run. Again, I'm looking for Tauros. Tauros would be awesome. Miltank would be fine, but not my ideal choice. Again, the rules are if I don't get something that's not a dupe in the first 3, Pelipper is available here too. If I don't get a a Pokemon that I can use within the first 3, then I'm gonna go off camera in order to save some of your time. Okay. Let's see if I can get the Tauros. No, it's still Trumby. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off and I'll try and get an encounter that is actually viable. And then once I do that, I will return. So yeah, hang on for that. I will be back pretty soon. Alright lads, finally. It's been 15 minutes. I couldn't find a single one before this. But I found a Tauros and it looks like this one does not have Intimidate because I didn't see it pop. So, Tauros is pretty good. I'll take Tauros. I don't know what it's going for, to be honest. I think it does get Thrash at this level. I should check its moveset, realistically speaking. But this will be a good addition to the team. It's more offensive than Miltank, of course. Miltank would have been pretty decent as well. But I'll take Tauros. It just sucks it doesn't have Intimidate. I would love for this thing to have Intimidate. And at level 57, this should have Thrash, Swagger, Zen Headbutt, and Take Down. So I think he might be going for Thrash. I'm going to go into Sane here, because I don't think he has a lot to hit Sane with. I had to, in fact, use a Roto Encounter power-up as well, just so you guys know. Yeah, he goes for the Thrash. That's nothing. I'll take it. Sane is just a beast. It's just so bulky. I'm going to use Toxic. It makes sense to use Toxic here. Yeah, he confuses himself. Thrash, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is 120 base power. It's like Outrage, where it locks you into it, and then you get confused after 2 or 3 turns. I think the other point of the other ability of Tauros is not that good. I believe it's Anger Point, which sucks. It's not great. It's not horrible, I guess, but it's so incredibly niche and situational that I don't think I'll be benefiting from that. And on the 3rd shake, Tauros decides to break free from the Ultra Ball. It does hit itself in Confusion, so there's that. Toxic about to rack up in damage. Alright. Come on. Just submit. Alright. I'm a Bull Wrangler. There we go. Finally. Tauros has been captured, everyone. It's a pretty good team member. I'll take this one. It's a hard-hitting normal type. Gen 1 people know how good Tauros is. Sane up to 59 as well, which is some cause for celebration in my opinion. No other level ups so far, but that's fine. So, for those of you who don't remember, this was the Pokemon that retired Coman, the Alolan Diglett. I will never forget. But yeah, I'm just gonna whip out the wheel and then we'll christen this with a new nickname. So stay tuned, the wheel is coming very soon. Alright everyone, the wheel is back. And this is to name the Tauros that I just caught in Poni Grove. No, Poni Wilds. No, Poni Plains. I keep forgetting those 3. It's the encounter for Poni Plains. And there's not many names on the wheel left. So of course, this is one of the final encounters of the entire game, including the post-game. Sorry, I just want to check if the volume is on. But without further ado, let's spin the wheel. The wheel shall decide. The wheel is king. And the wheel yields us, this is very close, Philipp Lahm, the greatest fullback of all time, in my opinion at least. Philipp Lahm played for Bayern Munich from 2002 to 2017, so a storied 15-year career. He was a right back, but on occasion he was also a defensive midfielder, and I think Pep Guardiola said this, that he was the greatest mind that he had ever come across in football, the most intelligent player that he had ever coached. Philipp Lahm was a captain of Bayern Munich for many, many years. And in our most dominant era, He was perhaps our best defender. I should say he was our best defender. He was the lifeblood of the team. And yeah, he had over 500 appearances for us. I think 517 appearances over the course of those 15 years. And he wasn't much of a prolific goal scorer, but there are quite a few things that he would do really well. He was, of course, a great passer of the ball, but his defensive instincts were second to none. I know he is, one of the most cherished players in terms of his fair play as well, because there was a time, I believe, from in late 2014 to 2017 or 2016, he went on an amazing run of not getting a single yellow card for essentially 45 games or something. It was crazy. And he's obviously really well known for being the general of the defense and also the defensive midfield, being able to give Bastian Schweinsteiger and Leon Goretzka and sorry, not Leon Goretzka, but Bastian Schweinsteiger and Javi Martinez and Thiago and everybody the room to be able to express themselves in midfield whenever he was helping them out in that position as well. In addition to that, I should talk to you about how well he was coronated, because he's a very decorated player. He has 8 Bundesliga titles with us, 6 DFB Pokals, and of course the Champions League in 2013. That team, he was I think at the time he was vice captain, but he then became our captain after that. But yeah, he was or he might have been the captain. I don't remember, in the final against Borussia Dortmund. But again, massive leader. He also won the Club World Cup the next year as well, and he's also a very prolific player for Germany on an international level, because he was able to win the World Cup in 2014, a team that he captained, mind you. So absolutely stellar career. We miss him to this day, because he was famously one of the few players that I know of that retired at the peak of his powers. He could have played another 3 or 4 years in my opinion, but he retired at like 32, which is crazy. And he said it's because he felt that the football was leaving him, which I don't really agree with, but he knows himself better than I know him. But yeah, I don't think we've had a better right back in the history of football. I know people are going to be like, oh, but Cafu and all that. Yeah, but you guys don't know Philipp Lahm, all right? I might be biased, but defensively, this guy was the pinnacle of any fullback. And his mind for the game is amazing. So yeah, I mean, Toros has an immense honor in being named after one of the greatest players in Bayern Munich history, and in fact, one of the greatest players, period. So yeah, I'm gonna nickname Toros as Lahm, and I'll be back when I do that. Alright lads, I've returned. Sorry about that. I deposited my Lahm by mistake. I just sent it to the PC. However, I've decided, alright, I'm just gonna go all the way back and see what we're working with. So as you can see, it's at level 57, and it's got Takedown, Zen Headbutt, Swagger and Thrash. Has the Lax nature, of course, which is plus defense and minus special defense. Sort of sucks for it, honestly, because it's not very good in terms of special defense. I would have liked it to be like a careful nature. Adamant's obviously the best, maybe even Jolly. But the worst thing about Lahm in this case is that it's an ability called Anchor Point. Sorry, Anger Point. So let's look at Anger Point. Let me show you. Anger Point is a Pokemon when it's angered, which is to say when it takes a critical hit, it's going to maximize my attack. And that means that I'll get +6 attack whenever I take a critical hit. That's why I was saying it's so situational that it's honestly not even worth it, because, how often do I get hit with a critical hit? Not to mention that I will take a lot of damage when I do take a critical hit, which sucks. So it's not great, to be very honest. But it's what we have. It's what the Nuzlocke gods have given us. So All right. So with that being said, I'm just gonna move forward, go back to the Poni Plains area. I might have to, sorry about the camera, let me just fix it real quick and zoom properly. Okay, so let's go. Oh, my bad. I was trying to use the Charizard glide here to go all the way back to the main area, and then I'll walk through. Could probably use repels at this point as well. I'm gonna repel real quick, and I'll try and find those trainers. There is supposed to be a difficult trainer battle coming through at some point, so I need to make sure I'm prepared for that. But I'll try not to do that in this one. Where's the repel, my friend? There we go, super repel. I'll use super repel then. Alright. Run through. Now I can go here. I do believe I need to go to the left here. This is where all the trainers are. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, but I should go for the Roto Power again for money. Because of course I should. And I will. Roto money, baby. Oh, unfortunately, I'm gonna be facing an encounter. It's Mandibuzz as well. This would have been a good encounter, to be honest. But it's fine. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna run away. I don't need the Mandibuzz, so it's pretty cool. Alright, come on. Oh, there's a thing. Stardust. Okay, cool. Oh, what's this cave? Oh, that looks like a Z crystal. It's the Plains Grotto. Let's see. I'll leave that thing. Z crystal. Oh, the Commonium Z. Oh, it's for Como-O. Como-O has a move called Clanging Scales, and it's a special attack. If you use the Commonium Z to attack with the Clanging Scales, you can superpower it into making it the Clangorous Soul Blaze. I think that's what it is. And it's a very powerful move. I think it gives Como-O an Omni boost, so it just becomes like the Totem Como-O that we faced earlier. Okay. Oh, I need colors. Boom. I'm going to switch into Minjay, because I think it's the better option here. Minjay is going to be the first one. Oh, look, there's the trainer. Power Anklet. This is another EV training tool. It reduces your speed, but you can increase, I think, speed with, increase the speed EVs you gain every Pokemon that you fight. Anyway. What are you looking for, yo? That sounds like Team Skull, doesn't it? It sort of does, but not really. It definitely has the energy of, what's up, fellow kids? But Police Officer Sheriff. Police Officer Sheriff? What the hell does that mean? Your name is Sheriff. Oh, he sends out Stoutland. The doggo. I send out Minjay, of course, who is a better... not better form of Stoutland, but it's in the same generation. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But we drop Stereo Intimidates on each other. I need to check if Stoutland gets Play Rough naturally. Because if it does get Play Rough, I'm in a little bit of a troubled situation here. Stoutland at level 58 gets... Okay, in this generation it gets Play Rough at level 63. But this Stoutland does have Reversal. That could be a problem. If it's going for Reversal. The good thing is it doesn't have any moves to hit Alton Top with. Unless it's gonna remember Crunch or something, which at that point I'm messed up. So I'm gonna go safe and switch into Sane. Sane will allow me to figure out what he's trying to go for. Oh, he's just raw. Interesting. Okay, I'll take that. But he sends out Alton Top. Fine then. I'm gonna go for the Willow. Will-O-Wisp is gonna make sure that I get the hit off, and Stoutland's now burned, so it's neutered. Oh, he goes for another roar. This roaring Stoutland. And I'm gonna switch into Elba as he gets burnt. I'm gonna Psychic here because Psychic does the most damage. Okay, and he goes. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Alright, it's Frings. I did fight some Pokemon along the way, that's why my level's a little bit up now, everyone. We'll go to Pollen Puff, why not? Pollen Puff. Should take down Stoutland fairly quickly. Yep, down it goes. Great job, everyone. Are you for real, yo? I am. Okay, so that's one trainer done. Oh, there's more stuff there. There's the second trainer. Alright. Both me and my Pokemon were born in the mountains. Alright, mate. Good to know, good to know. To know you're a hillbilly. Hillbilly Ryan. I'm gonna call him Hillbilly Ryan. He sends out Aerodactyl. Holy shit. Okay. This is a much more difficult Pokemon to deal with. But thankfully, I have just the right Pokemon leading the party, which is Minjay, because I can drop the Intimidate. Plus, this thing's a rock type, so I resist its rock type moves with my ground type moves. I'm sorry, with my ground typing. And even though my Earthquake doesn't do anything, thanks to its flying typing, I do have a Rock Slide, which is super effective. So I'm gonna go for it. Just for takedown. Oh, he missed. 10% miss chance, yeah? If it's not, as someone once said, if it's not 100% accurate, it's always 50% accurate. You're never gonna hit it. Use a Sky Drop and throws away my Minjay. I get the Rock Slide. Very surprisingly, I don't get the KO here. That puts me in a bad spot, actually, because... What does it? No, I'm just gonna Crunch. I don't think, oh, he goes for Iron Head. He could flinch me, but he does not, and I get the Crunch off to KO the Aerodactyl. So, not the best way of dealing with this thing, but not the worst way either. Conflicts produce nothing, but from Pokemon battles springs a sense of mutual respect. You're a very educated hillbilly, my friend. Talking in full sentences? Damn. Never met a hillbilly that could do that. I'm just kidding. Just being annoying. Gonna heal everybody. By everybody, I mean Minjay. And I'm gonna actually switch for the next battle. I know what's coming, so I'm gonna switch Stanisic into the lead spot. Oh, looks like I couldn't find the... Oh, unfortunately. The Mandibuzz has returned. Okay, then. I mean, the problem is I can't even run away from this thing. I'm just gonna Blizzard you. It's Tailwind. Oh, this VGC strats, eh? Oh my god, I just can't hit anything. What's going on? Oh, he has Dark Pulse. I should switch out. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Blizzard hits the Mandibuzz, but does not KO. Interesting. I can Skull. Oh, he goes for the help. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I'm gonna go into Frings here. Could be bad if he uses a flying type move. Dark Pulse, that's fine. Oh shit, he goes for a flying type move. No! 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 Oh my god, this got so annoyingly difficult for no reason. Okay, I'm gonna go into Minjay now. God damn it. I wanted to take it out with a Dazzling Gleam because Dazzling Gleam hits both targets, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. Okay. Can I just run from this? I want to just run, honestly speaking. I'll run. Okay, finally. Okay, so what it's looking like is I need to break this, and then break this. Comet Shard. I can sell this. So it looks like the rest of the trainers aren't here, but they will be in a different spot. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna stop here because I know that going towards the right hand side, oh, I just can't get away from Pokemon on this one. But once I run away from this guy, I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna do. But Stanisic, come on mate, just run away, yeah? Please, don't waste my time. Thank you. Okay, so there's 2 more trainers before I can face that French trainer in the middle. No! Oh my god. I can't get away from Pokemon in this one. Even though this is the largest area that I've seen in a while, I'm just not able to get away from anything. The moment I step outside, I just run into something else. No. Okay, so there's 2 more trainers before I can face this guy. However, I believe that those 2 trainers are possibly in the distance and maybe have to come around or something like that. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe they're here. Oh yeah, there's the girl. Never mind, lads. I'm just gonna heal and continue. Alright, Frings. I'm gonna heal everybody with citrus berries because I just have them. And alright then. Okay. Extra prize money. This is the girl I need to face next. I've completed trials and grand trials. Now I aim for an even higher place. Well, why didn't you go to the league then? That would have been a good option for you. Ace Trainer Angela. Okay. In comes Gorobus. Gen 3 Water type. I always used to think Gorobus was Water and Psychic type, but it's actually just plain Water type. Evolves from Clamperl. But it's just a plain Water type, so I'm just going to Psychic it. See, she has Psychic, which is funny, because she's not a Psychic type. There we go, cool. Does a lot of damage. I'm not going to worry about anything else, I'm just going to Psychic again. Aqua Tail, interesting move. This thing is more of a special attacker, so I'm very surprised it went for an Aqua Tail rather than a Hydro Pump or something. So that's fine. Stanisic is up to 60 as well, which is good. Okay. Lefty's Recovery. And she sends out Lurantis. This is the last Pokemon she has. Again, it's a grass type though, so I have to be careful. I'm going to switch straight into Alton Top here. Not even going to worry about what she has. Alton Top in. She's going to go for a grass type. Oh, she goes for Sunny Day. Oof. You've messed up, Missy. You've messed up. You've messed up a lot. Because now I can just go for a Fire Blast and it's sun boosted. It's going to absolutely kill you. It's going to kill you dead 10 times over. I think she went to try and... I see the vision because she went to activate her Chlorophyll ability. But then she wasn't faster than me. Oh well, whatever. Sane wants to learn Zap Cannon. Holy cow. I'm gonna keep my old move, but that's a good one to have if you want to use a special fortress. Were the trials you completed more densely packed than the ones I did? What? What does that mean? I'm literally searching for a high place. I know what she's alluding to. And that will be part of one of the next videos. It's actually an important part of one of the future videos. Alright. Oh, it's Tauros again. I don't even know where the next trainer is. Another anger point Tauros, huh? He's getting worked up, boys. Just please. Let me go away, please. I won't bother you. Please go away. Oh, for God's sake. Can you let me go, mate? I don't want to destroy your career. I don't want to end your career, alright? Just let me go and I will leave you alone. Okay then. Thank God. I guess I'm just gonna have to go for another repel. I'm just running into so many of them, you know. I have to do something about this. I'll be back. Sorry about the back. Alright lads, I'm back. Sorry about that again. Let's move here. And just get... Oh, come on. God. Why can't I stop running into stuff? I'm like a bull in a china shop. I just run into everything. Focus, phone. Focus. Please just run. Thank God. I'm actually gonna make sure that my Pokemon are at full health for this next battle because the next guy is actually pretty good. He's pretty strong, so... I'm also gonna switch the leads out. So, I guess Sane? No, Elber is a good lead here, I think. There he is. Now, I don't want to go much past this point, but I'm gonna fight him. I was a rising star who spent all my time in battle. Now I'm a veteran. Okay, Mr. Veteran, let's see what you have. Veteran Leon. Okay, mate, what do you have? Skarmory. Nice. It's a solid Pokemon. Level 59, I think. I'm looking at his team sheet. The good thing about Elber is it has so much coverage, so I have Thunderbolt here to destroy this thing. I hope this thing doesn't have Night Slash, because that could be a problem, because it does have Sturdy, so he does get a hit off, I believe. He does have Night Slash. Ooh, very, very bad. T-Bolt again. Vibe Space Nuzlocking, guys. Terrible, terrible way to do things. But at least I take down the Skarmory. He's pretty strong, this guy. Okay. He sends out Araquanid. Yes, Araquanid. That is on the team sheet. Araquanid could be going for a bug type move, to be honest. Bug and water is a very awkward typing for my team. I'm gonna go into Sane. Yeah, Sane should quad resist bug. So there's that. Just for lunge, yeah. It's gonna reduce my attack. Ooh, that's a crit. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be pretty strong. If that was... Because Sane is so physically bulky that it shouldn't have taken even that much of a hit. I'm gonna go for a Toxic here. He goes for the Liquidation. Damn! That's so much damage. That's the Water Bubble ability for you guys. It's too strong with this. And Protect here. Should have brought something better here, but it's okay. Okay. Liquidation. It's not doing anything. So I guess I'm just going to try and Toxic Stall the Araquanid now. So I'm going to switch into... because he's going for a liquidation, right? So I'm going to switch into Stanisic, who can tank the liquidation. If he predicts me and goes for a lunge, he's a genius, but yeah, he goes for liquidation here. So my idea here is to, it's not even tanking that well, to be honest, but my idea is to be able to tank the liquidations with Stanisic and then the lunges with Fortress with Sane. And in the meantime, the Toxic continues to stall out everything. Alternatively, I could go into Frings here, and then the lunge wouldn't do anything because it's 4 times resisted. But I'm going to go into Sane because that's also 4 times resisted. Problem with Sane is I don't have reliable recovery on this thing. And I'm kind of susceptible to crits at this point in the game. Because I'm doing a lot of stalling. And the problem with stall is you do get hit with a lot of crits. I want to protect here to make sure I can stall out another turn of Toxic. And of course liquidation as well, but that's not really the main reason. Here's one more tick left, so I'm going to switch into Stanisic, and that should be enough to take down the Araquanid with the Toxic stall. Alright. Liquidation. Does a lot of damage, to be fair. He's not doing nothing. That's the power of the water bubble ability, everyone. Okay, down goes the Araquanid. Everybody gains points. Elbor up to 60 as well. And his final Pokemon is an Electivire. And this is a very difficult Pokemon for me to deal with because most of my team right now is weak to Electric. Also, this thing is pretty fast at base 95 speed and base 123 attack. And the main thing is, though, that I believe this thing doesn't have a fighting type move. So I think the best course of action is to switch into Minjay. Because Minjay resists, or actually is immune to all electric type moves. But if he does have Cross Chop or something crazy, I'm in huge trouble because Cross Chop can also crit. I dropped the Intimidate, which is good. He goes for Thunder Punch, yep, as I thought. And now I can just simply go for the Earthquake, and that should destroy this thing. Oh, he does have Brick Break, and he's faster than me somehow. How are you faster than me? You're base 9. Oh, I'm base 92. That's right. But thankfully, no crits. And Minjay takes the KO on the Electivire. Okay. Alton Top up to 60. I say I'm a veteran, but the path of Pokemon runs steep. And there's the $15,000. Okay. So I'm not gonna... Alright lads, sorry about that interruption. But yeah, I'm not gonna fight that French guy just now. I'm gonna wait until the next one because it's already been quite long. So yeah, in the next one I'll fight that guy and then I'll proceed. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye, take care. See you next time.